It's about our client, Mr. Alan Carstairs.
Oh, yes.
Perhaps he mentioned we were acting for him.
I believe he did. But of course, I know all about you, anyhow.
You do?
You acted for Dolly Travers, didn't you, when she shot that dreadful dressmaker man? I suppose you know all the details.
We know a lot that never reaches the general public.
I suppose you must. But tell me, did she really? I mean, was she really dressed as that woman said?
The story was contradicted in court.
Oh. Oh, I see. Well, do sit down.
Thank you.
Mind you...
now, about Mr. Carstairs. He left England very suddenly, as perhaps you know.
No, I didn't know. We haven't seen him since.
Ah.
Mind you, I always had my suspicions about Dolly Travers.
She did get off, Mrs. Rivington.
Oh, but I asked you.
To return to Mr. Carstairs, you saw him last when?
Oh, 6 weeks ago, 2 months. I really can't remember.
But surely, I thought...
Oh, yes, of course I can. It is when we took him down to Staveley. He just arrived in England and we were going to Scotland. So I said to Hubert, let's take him down with us to the Bassington Frenches. They won't mind. So we did, and of course they didn't.
He didn't know the Bassington Frenches?
No, but I think he liked them. Though something seemed to upset him. He was very quiet and moody on the way home. But then, of course, he's a Canadian. Canadians are so awfully touchy, don't you think?
You don't know what it was that upset him?
I haven't the least idea.
Did he meet any of the neighbours? Go for a walk, anything like that?
No, it's just ourselves and them.
Ah.
But it's odd you're saying that, because he did ask an awful lot of questions about some people who live nearby. A doctor, something or other.
Nicholson?
Oh, do you know him?
Well, I have had
Oh, I
occasion...
must say, he sounds absolutely fascinating.
Did Mr. Carstairs know the Nicholsons?
No. And that's what made it so odd, because he wasn't a curious man as a rule. But he wanted to know all about them, how long they'd lived there, where they came from, all that sort of thing.
Did he say why he himself was in England?
No. But we thought, Hubert and I, that it might be something to do with that poor millionaire friend of his, who died so tragically. Now, what was his name, you know?
Savage.
John Savage. Alan was very upset about that. Do you know, some doctor actually told the poor man that he had cancer, and he killed himself. Disgraceful. I mean, only last spring our doctor told poor Hubert that he had mumps, when all it was swollen glands. Thank God.
To return to Mr. Carstairs, we're trying to trace him rather urgently, you see, and he hasn't left an address. And when we heard him mention that he was a friend of yours, we thought you might be able to help us.
Oh, I see. No, I'm afraid I can't. We haven't seen him since.
Ah. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Rivington. I do apologize for having taken up so much of your time.
It's so interesting, I think, the way the legal mind operates. And, of course, it's fascinating to know that Dolly Travers really did.
Mrs. Rivington, I said nothing at all.
Yes, but then you lawyers are always so discreet, aren't you? Hmm?